What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Peacock's new series, MacGruber. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Peacock streaming service for granting me the screeners to this entire news show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Now, just a little bit of context. I was a huge fan of the original SNL character. Back then, MacGruber is a parody of MacGyver. It was about him trying to disarm an explosive, but he always gets distracted, and then the next thing you know, boom! It was a pretty funny running gag. Now, the 2010 movie sort of rebranded his identity as a foul-mouthed, R-rated, ultra-violent anti-hero who doesn't play well with others. Okay, so this new series picks up exactly where the 2010 film left off, so you can expect the same type of MacGruber as you last remember him, except he's been in prison all this time. And now that I've watched all these 8 new episodes, I gotta say, it's a mixed bag. I know, I wish I could lean more towards one or the other. But hey, that's my verdict. It's a mixed bag, and here's why. If you're like me, fans of the character MacGruber, there will be parts about this show that will crack you up, but will it convert non-fans or will it appeal to potential new fans? Nope, that's a negative, soldier. The comedy on MacGruber series is like searching for a needle in a haystack. When you find it, you really find it. But the problem is you gotta swim through all the long-winded monologues, and the experience of that is excruciatingly annoying. Co-showrun and executive produced by Will Forte, John Solomon, and Jorma Taccone, in MacGruber series, after rotting in prison for over a decade, America's ultimate hero and uber patriot, MacGruber, is finally released. His mission is to take down a mysterious villain from his past, Enos Queeth. With the entire world in the crosshairs, MacGruber must reassemble his old team, Vicky St. Elmo and Dixon Piper, in order to defeat the forces of evil. Starring Will Forte, Kristen Wiig, Ryan Philippe, Sam Elliott, Lawrence Fishburne, and Billy Zane. Part of me kind of feels that this is just Peacock streaming service desperate for any original content, so they're blindly grabbing the first thing they could get their hands on. Oh, MacGruber, nobody's doing that for the last 10 years, right? Let's dust it off the shelf and see what we can do with it. Of course, Will Forte is always happy and ready to wear that mullet again whenever he's needed. To me, he's one of the funniest people on the planet. Any movie or any show could never have enough Will Forte. That said, Will Forte as MacGruber can be a bit too much for some to handle. Such in the case of this show, right from the very first episode. He still has not lost his arrogance one bit, and he makes damn sure you witness that. The storyline is pretty straightforward, with a little bit of vengeance mixed into it. And there's a twist nearing the end, serving as the cherry on top. The gang's back together again, with Ryan Philippe playing the long-suffering straight man Piper, and Kristen Wiig as MacGruber's biggest fan, Vicky. It's the same song and dance number in which MacGruber always acts like he knows everything, while his teammates always have to weather through his insults and his shenanigans. Not having Val Kilmer be the main villain does feel strange, but luckily Billy Zane is more than capable to fill that void as the new baddie who has history with MacGruber. If there's a dial for ridiculous, this show will turn it up all the way to 11. Even the violence can seem more grotesque than it is hilarious. And you gotta have thick skin towards dumb jokes, like really dumb jokes. So that's a big part of why this show might turn people off. Because aside from its endless chatty nature, the tone and the comedy are always up here, when sometimes we the audiences just need it to go down here. But as I implied earlier, if you're like me, who knows exactly what we're getting ourselves into, all these wacky, cartoony, comical shits are like having an old friend who's back in town visiting us again. Anything that can go absurd will go absurd on MacGruber. So, would I recommend this new MacGruber series to you? This show is not everybody's cup of tea. And so if this is not your cup of tea, but you still watch it anyway, I can assure you, you will hate this show with a passion. And if you choose not to watch it entirely, you're not really gonna miss a thing.